Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another training video on podcasting. All right, so lately I have been a busy guy and I don't really have time to kind of edit my own podcast. Now, I still do edits to them, but they're minor. Um, but I came across this little company a couple years ago called Auphonic, and Auphonic is a podcast service or audio service that enhances your audio for you. And I use this feature a lot so I can enhance my audio, which is one less step I have to do. And then I'll just turn around and cut what I need, fix what I don't need, all that good stuff. I'm already logged in, I already have an account and all that good stuff. But let me log out just to show you what it looks like. So you're gonna go to auphonic.com, all right, and over on the right hand side, you have sign up and log in. And then you have the new feature, whatchamacallit. Click on help and it opens up the manual for you, which is pretty cool. But we're not going to talk about that just yet. Let me go ahead and log in. Okay. First tab is your productions. Second tab is your presets, services, account, and pricing. Let's take a look at pricing real quick. So the good thing about Auphonic is free. And you get 2 hours per month for free. I pay for mine, and I pay about $11 a month. And I pay for mine because I usually record in bulk. And I try to edit my episodes in bulk. But if you, let's say, record weekly, these 2 hours are going to work for you. So you get about, if your episodes are approximately 30 minutes per episode, you get about 4 free recordings, if you will. Now, if you go over that, you have to buy. And I found myself doing that pretty regularly. But anyhow, so that's the pricing, okay? I do 9 hours, which is about $11 a month. 21 hours is 24, so forth and so on. So it's really not bad on the pricing. So let me go to productions. These are all my productions right here that I've so far started doing. Now, let me go to presets real quick before we get started. Right now, I don't have any presets saved. I'll show you how to do that in a second. And then you have services. You can have Auphonic upload a copy of this podcast or your audio to either one of these boxes. Pretty cool, right? And I already have my podcast email Google Drive set up to where it receives everything. All right, now let's go to productions. And I'm going to do a new production. So I have multiple layers that I want to do. So what I'll do is I'll click on new multi-track production. Okay. All right, and I'm going to want each track to be identified. So I'm working on a brand new season. So obviously I'm the host, and I'm going to add a track, and I'm going to have that identified as my guest. So bear with me as I go find the audio files that I want to produce. And I know which date it is. May.
Good morning, podcast world, and welcome back to another vibrant episode of the E.A.R, where we're doing a series on loving your Muslim neighbor. This series is based on a book written by Timothy and Miriam Herrick.
Okay, so I am aware of what these tracks are, and I use the Zoom H8, so I know which links to put in there. So you upload your 2 audio files, okay? You can do it filtering, you could put on noise humming, and all that good stuff. Now, you can build your podcast directly from this, which I'm not going to do. But I can upload my intro, upload my outro, tell them how long I want it to overlap, and they'll do it for you, which is pretty cool. But we're not gonna touch this feature. Okay, metadata. Now, I don't even remember which title I'm using for this particular episode. All right. Okay, metadata is important. All right, I want to go ahead and upload my album art to this episode. Now, you don't have to do any of this. You can literally just kind of move forward and um, do whatever you want to do as far as that goes. So I'm adding the artist, which is myself, the album title, which is Loving Your Muslim Neighbor, and this is going to be episode 4, so I'll put it as track 4. Genre will be religion and spirituality. The year is obviously this year. Publisher is the E.A.R podcast or whatever your publisher is, and the website to that. Here you can put a subtitle, or if you do what I do, and every episode you write show notes, you can type out your show notes and add that to the metadata as well. The reason I'm not going to do this today is because this section here, I have to listen to the podcast and pull out the bullet points or the key topics that I want displayed in the show notes. So I'm going to hold off on that. All right. Now, you can add tags, which I do have tags. So all I'm going to do is copy and paste this line and place it there. Chapter marks. Now, if I knew all of my chapter marks in my time, I can go here and add it to the Word document. But again, I'm not going to get into that. File name suffix, leave it blank. See where it says output name, track 1 MP3? We're going to change that. And we're going to call it, which one do we promote? That is the name of the episode. Now, I'm going to save this preset. And I'm going to call this preset Basic Podcast Edits. Save preset. Okay. Let's go back to the production and start the production. Now, it tells you that do you want to start your production? It tells you how many credit hours you have. I got 7 hours and 33 minutes. It says if the audio is longer than available credits, the processing will be stopped after the file uploads. I am well within my time frame. I'm going to hit start production. Now, they want you to leave your browser open. Be sure to leave the browser open and not close it out or go off of the site using this link. You can go click on other links and it still uploads. Now, while that's uploading, I want to talk about something. If you are organized and you plan everything out, you can actually, and this is what I'm doing now, you can actually plan an entire season, record it in advance, and then turn around and schedule them on when to post. So right now, episode 1 of Loving Your Muslim Neighbor is just a guest introduction. It's about 23 minutes long, and it airs on Friday, June 3rd, 2022. The second episode airs the following Friday, the third one on the 17th of June, so forth and so on. So I have about, let's see, I got about 6 episodes recorded already that's ready for editing and for me to piece together the episode. Now, I did a video a while back on how to piece together an episode using Anchor, and now I piece my entire episode together, well, at least for this season, I am piecing my entire episode together in Audition. So when I'm listening to the audio track and I come across a key point,
pains us, it grieves us, and we have,
like for example, if I want that on the beginning of this segment to be in the show notes and the timestamp, I have it. And all I have to do is type that in my show notes.
it pains us, it grieves us, and we have to respond. We just have to.
Yeah, that.
So that's pretty cool about that. But what I really wanted to do was show you guys Auphonic and how it works and how basically how everything pieces together with Auphonic. And the cool thing is, uh, let's see, I'm gonna show this in the folder. It sends you the link. All right, now let me change the view here. Gallery. Okay, this is one of the episodes that has been downloaded from Auphonic.
Good morning, podcast world, and welcome back to episode 3.
So if I wanted to just upload this to Anchor and go from there, whatever, that's fine. Or any other podcast host, sometimes it'll pull the metadata. So, oops, I did not want to customize. Scratch that. Show more. I'm gonna right click. Let me change this again. And I'm gonna go to, I'm gonna right click and then I'm gonna go to a thing where it says get info. And here it is. Where from? Tells you it comes from Auphonic, engine status, all that good stuff, but that's not what I'm interested in. The name, what cost is what I named it, and then any comments if there's any. Oops. Shows you the image, and then any sharing permissions. Now, but I want to go back up here to the more info part. Right here, the title, the duration, the author, the album, the type of musical genre, and the year recorded. That is all embedded in the metadata, which is cool because if I needed to, I can actually edit this metadata and go from there or do whatever I want with it. But it's cool that you can embed that stuff from the start. So that's Auphonic. Let me open up another tab so I don't lose what I'm doing. And, it tells you when it's done. It says file upload, which is still uploading. I can edit it if I don't like it, or I can download it. So the cool thing is when I upload the files, see that where it says I made you name it? That's your audio, your guest's audio, and then this is the output.
Good morning, podcast world, and welcome back to episode 3 of the season.
On ourselves, and sadly, I think so much of.
Now, don't get me wrong, my audio is good as is. So let's play.
It's about our comfort. It's about our well-being. Our safety, the benefits, if you will, to being a Christian. I think there's.
So you get to see the difference, in what Auphonic can actually do for you. And if you like it, you can download it by clicking this button here. Um, Leave them a rating if you choose to. Now, you could look at the stats, and it gives you a breakdown of numbers. I don't know what you would use it for, but it gives you that breakdown, which is pretty cool. And then you could zoom in or zoom out, make it a full page, whatever you choose. It's really, really a cool piece of online software. So that is another way I edit and do my podcast editing is using Auphonic. And I do hope that this video was good enough for you and it solves and answers all of your questions. Thank y'all, and God bless you all.